Welcome back to another pay-per-view review with my best friend Adam.
Going on, guys? Well, it's good to be back here.
Yeah, today we are covering Elimination Chamber, and what a crazy night it was.
I'm still shocked. I'm still speechless. I woke up 2 times in the morning just to look at my phone, just to look back at what had occurred last night. And, it felt like a fever dream. I felt the same way when Punk returned last week. But we're going to get into that a little later.
Alright, but let's start off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Bianca Belair defeated Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez to earn a shot at either Io Sky or Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Yes. I thought this was a great match. It was a great women's match. We started off with the return of Jade Cargill. And by the way, she looks incredible. Holy fuck. You look at that freaking woman, she's like, I don't even know what to say, but she looks like a freaking villain, like the way she just came down to the ring. Obviously, we all thought she was going to attack. But Morgan, which we had assumed, which I guess we thought that Liv Morgan was the one that took out Jade Cargill in the parking lot. But she comes in the ring, barges in the ring, she looks like she's about to attack Liv Morgan, and then just boom, this heel turn from Naomi, and I thought it was great. And well, we actually don't even know if it's a heel turn. We don't know. Who knows? Jade Cargill's actions could be justified, and Naomi could come out saying that she was the one that attacked, right? So we don't know if Jade is the bad person here. So
Right.
but I thought the entire match was great. Bianca winning was great. I thought we're gonna get Bianca versus Rhea finally on like the main stage. I don't think they've had like a main stage feud like that. And these are two of the biggest stars. And I thought Bianca was honestly the perfect woman. We've already seen Liv. Roxanne is new. We could have had Alexa, but I think she's just coming back now. Naomi and Rhea would have been whatever. I think she's gonna go with against Jade in my opinion. And then what was the other person?
Bayley.
Bayley. Bayley versus Rhea. I believe we've also seen that. If correct me if I'm wrong, but
I
but I thought the best thing that they could do right now is Bianca versus Rhea. So great match. I thought it was a good way to open the elimination chamber.
Oh, absolutely. And as far as I'm aware, Bayley and Rhea haven't actually had a one-on-one match because they were on separate rosters. And this will be the first time we get Rhea versus Bianca since NXT.
That's right. That is crazy. I know they've had. Remember, I believe it was the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble, where it was Rhea and Bianca, the last two, and then Bianca won that. I believe it was that one. So that was like their biggest interaction, I believe. And then other than that, they might have had little bits and pieces of it, but they've never had like a main feud. And Bianca is also a face, and so is Rhea. So I don't know how they're gonna do this, but I don't know. It's gonna be cool. I guess maybe Bianca turns heel. Who knows?
As long as they don't do another Can They Coexist storyline, because those have run their course.
They start tag teaming with each other. Can they coexist before WrestleMania?
But yeah, that match was incredible. I honestly thought that they were going to say Bianca was the one that took out Jade, but let's give Bianca credit for her acting when Naomi was getting attacked. Like, that was pure perfection.
She did a great job. And if you saw like Naomi's face when Jade came out, she kind of looked guilty. I don't know if you caught that. She looked guilty. She looked like, oh shit. She looked back at Bianca. I don't know. It kind of looked guilty. So who knows? You know, it's an interesting storyline. I'll give them credit for that one. You know.
Yeah, that whole match told an amazing story throughout, and I'm excited for what it all sets up. Like,
Yeah.
you know how Alexa Bliss got rolled up, kind of by Liv Morgan. Maybe that starts something between the Wyatt Six and the Judgment Day.
Yeah. Yeah, they could do something like that. Who pinned Alexa? Wasn't it Roxanne or?
Hold on. I have it right here. Liv Morgan pinned Alexa Bliss.
So maybe we could get a Liv and Alexa.
Yeah, Roxanne got pinned by Alexa Bliss.
Roxanne.
Yeah, so maybe that's where you got a little mixed up.
Okay. I mean, look, Alexa Bliss, I think she really good. You know, she was 2018 Women's Elimination Chamber winner. So you want to make her look good, and she just came back. You want to make her look strong, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they capitalized on it. I think it was good. I think it was overall a great women's match. It kind of continued and forwarded storylines heading into Mania. So I thought they did a pretty good job.
Oh, absolutely. Like, they're advancing Bailey and Roxanne, the Naomi and Jade, Bianca and Rhea.
Now, do you think that they'll all have their individual matches at WrestleMania? Because we know how Triple H likes to book things. He doesn't want a lot of matches at Mania. He kind of just wants to like clutter everybody together, or like set up like a multi-person match. He doesn't like doing a lot of singles, so to say.
I mean, this past WrestleMania had like 14, maybe 15 matches. So, yeah, so they could potentially all fit onto the card. If not, they might move one of the matches like to the Raw or the SmackDown before.
Yeah. They could do that. They still do kickoff shows, right? Kickoff matches? No, I don't. They don't do kickoff matches.
No, I think the last time might have been Elimination Chamber of last year.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I remember we used to have kickoff matches, but then I haven't really seen any as of late. I know we have the kickoff shows, but I do miss the kickoff matches.
Oh, same. But yeah, how would you rate that match out of 10?
It was a good return and a turn on Naomi. Alexa looked great. Liv looked great. Roxanne, I think she's new, so she was in the position that she needed to be in. Bailey looked good. Bianca looked great. Bianca. Spot by the time. I think the spot was definitely for the Bianca destroying Liv with her hair. That was that was a really cool spot. I felt they could have had other spots, maybe. That's one thing that I would critique, like the Elimination Chambers, the new ones. Like we don't have a lot of spots. But no, it was good. I'll give it like solid 7.75.
Yeah, that's fair. I would actually give it like just a straight up 7.5. The way that the chamber is nowadays, it takes away from the risk factor. Like, the chamber is supposed to be this demonic structure that's supposed to inflict pain. But the padding on the floor, it does protect the wrestlers a bit, but it just doesn't have the same feel as it used to.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking speaking of that, now, I do want to look back at the old Elimination Chamber structure. I think that I do miss that one. Correct me if I'm wrong. They debuted this new structure in 2017, I
That is correct.
and it looks great. It looks modern. It looks great and all. But the padding on the floor does piss me off. They could have done it in a way where like it was the old one,
Yeah.
and like I do need padding on the floor. Like the old one was like okay, it was a good bump, but like it hurt the wrestlers that much that you needed padding on the floor. Like I thought like the padding is BS. It's like you're basically just like taking the fall on like padding. Like there's no danger to that. Like I could like correct me if I'm I could take a fall to the padding. But yeah, like I said, like the selling point to the actual elimination structure, it's kind of been very mediocre.
All right. Up next, we have Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus defeating Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
Me personally, I don't think that I saw this match as much. I think I went to the back, like put the
Right.
back. I went to go make something, but yeah, me personally, I did not watch this match fully, so I can't really comment on it.
Right.
I will say one thing: I do like the team of Tiffany and Trish Stratus. I think it's a great team.
Right. I love the chemistry they have together, but from someone who did watch the match, like to its completion, it felt more of like something you would watch on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like it was a good match, don't get me wrong. But it just didn't really fit the PLE. Like I know they just wanted to get Tiffany and Trish on the card, but there's other ways to go about it.
It is. It did feel like kind of like a, like you said, like a SmackDown or like a Raw match. I don't think that this necessarily needed to be on a card like this card, but I don't really have any thoughts on this. Honestly, can't really comment.
You know, that's fair. I would give the match like a solid 7. Like, they could have done better, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
WWE 2K25 is coming out this Friday for early access, and starting the 18th, Adam and I will be hosting Tuesday Night Thunder at 7 p.m. Central on Twitch and Kick every Tuesday. So we'll have like 4 weeks of shows along with a PLE on that 4th episode. However, if you want to catch the VODs, they will be up on my second channel, Tuesday Night Thunder, and the PLEs will be separated from that 4th episode, and those will be going up on the Sunday after that episode. So you can see Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns, Women's World Champion Io Sky, Intercontinental Champion Ethan Page, a Hardcore Championship match, and a WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament. Now, the Intercontinental, Hardcore, and Tag titles are all intergender, with the world titles being respectively for the specific gender. So, you don't want to miss those, and now, let's get back to the video. Alright, up next, my match of the night, Kevin Owens defeating Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match.
Woo! This match is budget. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. These two insane match.
Oh yeah.
They've had multiple matches in WWE already. They have had matches in NXT, and all of them, top to bottom, have been 5 stars in my opinion. Every time these men go out, they literally put their life on the line. Like Kevin, like if somebody's one of the greatest of all time in my opinion. because he's able to take risks that a lot of people do. He's able to do things that a lot of people do not. And if you notice, if I'm thinking like a lot of people might not think about this, but Kevin Owens has been in a lot of like the biggest violent matches in the last couple of years. Like he's like in all the violent matches. Like Kevin Owens is like the Tommy Dreamer, you know, like he's the Sandman. Like he is absolutely the vicious. Fight Owens fight. Like, he's a vicious SOB, and I thought that they delivered once again. Like this was just a hardcore match. My favorite spot I would say is the Blue Thunder Bomb that they did on the barbed wire pair.
Oh yeah,
incredible. Owens winning was not surprising. We did predict that Owens won. And I thought Randy coming out after, of course, setting up their eventual Mania match was great. I thought the match was great. It was vicious. It was what it needed to be. Another chapter in the Owens and Sami Zayn feud, fight forever for these gentlemen. Hats off. Hats off. Absolute hats off. I'm giving this match a solid 9 out of 10.
But yeah, when it comes to the match, there were so many amazing spots, like Sami Zayn getting pushed through 2 tables, that Blue Thunder Bomb onto the barbed wire chair. Like, there were some moments where I thought Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were seriously injured. And it's...
Especially when Owens took that bump, like, on his, like, face.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, and... it's like I told one of my other friends, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are not DiGiorno. They always deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was another great war in this never-ending feud, and I don't want it to ever end.
I don't want it to ever end either. I think that... man, these two... I would say like the MVPs, like probably the most valuable key superstars. If you lost the same, I think you would do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and the return of Randy Orton also added a great element to everything. Like, I thought that Kevin Owens was going to hit a pile driver on Sami Zayn onto the concrete, but out comes Randy, and the way he was going for the punt was just fantastic, because that is also a banned move in WWE.
The punt versus the pile driver for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. So I personally would give that like a 9.5 out of 10.
Great. Absolutely incredible match.
And now...
It wasn't surprising.
Yeah, for anyone that was surprised on how good the match was, go watch some of their other stuff. They have nothing but bangers.
Oh, it's bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers.
And now it is time for the Elimination Chamber match with John Cena defeating CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre.
So I thought this was a great elimination chamber as well. Not much spots, I believe, as I thought. I mean, we had the Logan and the splash off the top, but not much spots, I believe. Drew McIntyre getting rolled up by Damian Priest, I believe.
Yep.
That, I guess, is in the WrestleMania match. kind of sucks for Drew. I mean, he's had an incredible year. Um, Seth Rollins basically, uh, who eliminated Logan Paul? Punk. Punk
Yes.
eliminating Logan Paul. A lot of people thought Logan Paul was going to eliminate Cena or Punk. That did not happen at all. Um, we had Seth Rollins basically getting eliminated by both Cena and Punk. But Seth Rollins basically screwing over Punk, giving Cena the eventual victory. And if you noticed, the way Cena did win was kind of heelish, because Seth Rollins basically helped out CM Punk, and then John Cena basically went very fast for the CF.
Yep, the STF. All right.
It was kind of heelish, but he took advantage right away. John Cena is the winner of the 2025 Elimination Chamber, and he is gonna go face the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. So I thought, by the way, I thought like the CM Punk and John Cena moment was amazing. Their feud and their history, and then them finally being the last two and just going at it, I thought was awesome. Their chemistry is unmatched. They both look great. They're both very old, so, and I thought they both looked great. They didn't age at all. They both looked incredible. Obviously, this is leading to Priest and Drew, Seth and Punk, I believe, maybe a Roman involvement, and then who do you think Logan faces, by the way?
Ooh, that is a very good question.
Yeah. That's a big one about this one.
Now, I have a feeling that they might make like a multi-person tag match with the New Day and Logan versus the OWO. Or we could get like just... Okay, this is actually a tough decision. Like, I thought about this last night, like, what are they gonna do with Logan? But I couldn't come up with an actual answer.
Yeah. I actually don't even know. Like, I don't. Maybe he faces Bad Bunny.
Yes, sign me up for that.
But, yeah, I can't really think of anything. I mean, I don't think he's going to go after Punk, because Punk is going to Seth. I don't think Logan goes after Roman. I don't think Logan goes after Drew. I don't think Logan goes after Priest. But who knows? This is very, very interesting question.
Alright, so when it comes to the match for me, like, I'm not a fan of Punk, but I found it funny how he was kind of egging both Drew and Seth on when, like, Seth was bashing Drew's head against the pod, and when Drew did that catapult move to the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Drew was an idiot for getting all arrogant and getting rolled up again. That seems to be his character these days. And this is coming from a massive Drew McIntyre fan. The stare down between John Cena and CM Punk, honestly, that brought me back to 2011 and that whole feud. The way that Seth Rollins curb stomped Punk after getting eliminated, that just felt really good. Like, you would not believe how hard I popped for that.
Yeah.
And
that was a good spot.
yeah, and with Cena like dragging Punk back in as fast as possible and hitting him with the STF, I would say that's more of an opportunist move than a heel move.
Yeah.
Because it was a title shot at WrestleMania on the line. And if I was in that situation, I would have done the same thing. Like, no matter who was the person getting stomped.
Yeah. I think for me, it was in terms of just like how the whole set thing, taking out Punk was very heel. And then we don't really see Cena, taking opportunities like that so fast. So it kind of gave me like a little heel kind of look. But it was smart. It was a smart decision, of course. Cena had to. It's best for business, so we'll get into that in a bit. So.
But yeah,
I would give it I didn't give my rating, but I would definitely give this Chamber a solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Honestly, yeah, I was just going to give it an 8 out of 10 as well. So, let's move on to the part where John Cena is out there with Cody and The Rock and Travis Scott for some reason. So, what are your thoughts on that whole thing?
Alright, so, it's going to be a lot. So, first and foremost, I thought Cody coming out was great right after Cena had just won. Obviously, coming down to congratulate John Cena and let him know that they're going to have a respectful bout at WrestleMania. So we thought. Out comes The Rock's music. If you submit. And then, Fiend. Travis Scott. I actually thought, by the way, that was a great transition from The Rock's music to the Fiend.
Yeah.
The Rock's music I thought was great. First of all, obviously, Travis Scott being there. And a lot of people hated this, and I'll explain my take on Travis Scott and his involvement in this story. Now, if you do remember the NWO, the heel NWO, they had that guy Dennis, who was just like kind of just dating, kind of reminded me of like Travis Scott. But I thought Travis Scott in this was also great, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, he just fits in with The Rock. He just looks like a heel kind of character. He's wearing the all black. The dude is burning sage, which is like a form of weed, I guess. Like it looks like he's doing some sort of voodoo black magic spell. It was kind of weird, but it was funny at the same time. And I was just looking at that the whole time while Travis was in the ring like this. I was like, holy shit, like these guys are freaking evil. But it made sense to me. It made a lot of sense to me because it basically showed like these guys are just like, these evil people. Like Travis is burning sage, The Rock is the final boss, and then what ended up happening with John Cena, which I guess we could just say was like some sort of black magic spell, But The Rock comes in the ring. Travis is with him, accompanies him with a hardcore title. A hardcore title. Great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We should put that one. They come in the ring. And Cody basically denies some of this sort. And he tells The Rock, and I can't believe they did this. He tells The Rock to go after him. And I was surprised that they didn't bleep that out of them. I was genuinely surprised that they did that. And at this moment, part of me was like, this is a swerve. I think Cody's still going to turn the Jones. So. And then once Cena came in with a hug, I knew it was going to I was like, he comes in for the hug, looks at The Rock, and just turns evil. And then The Rock goes. Low blow to Cody Rhodes. For the first time in 22 years, John Cena is a legitimate heel. And I'm marked out. Like, I thought this was like one of the most insane moments in history. I know Triple H all week was saying there was an industry changing events, and it indeed was. I thought that this was a shirt, but I thought. Speaking of shirts, I'm getting the retro belt.
Oh, same.
So, the incredible, like, shocking event. Never thought I would ever see John Cena heel. I thought about it in this run, but I was like, I don't think they would do it because he's having a whole farewell tour. Would they really do it heel John Cena? But I can't believe it. These bastards actually freaking did it. John Cena is heel. John Cena is heel. And I thought this entire segment was an absolute 10 out of 10. Everything was great from the camera angles to the person to just how everything was. And to freaking the Travis Scott burning stage and doing black magic on John Cena. I mean, on to Cody Rhodes and even slapping the hell out of Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, that was a legit hit.
Cody needs to get his get back on that one, but and then with John Cena just like this was a legitimate heel attack because he hit him multiple times. Cody was bleeding. John Cena hit him with his Rolex, hit him with the championship belt, hit him with everything. Oh my god, dude. Another 10 segment. Obviously, John Cena and Cody Rhodes is a marquee WrestleMania match in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
This is a WrestleMania main event match. A heel John Cena versus one of the company's biggest baby faces in the last couple of decades, Cody Rhodes. Probably since Daniel Bryan. And I would even say like Cody Rhodes is probably like even a bigger baby face. Maybe that could be an argument. But man, Cody has to go through a lot in the last couple of years, man. Like now is the man he kind of looked up to, John Cena as well. A man that the John Cena kind of at one point, I think this was 2 years ago, passed the lights to him, raised his hand on the stage. I don't know if you remember. I think that was but clearly a man Cody respects a lot, and Cena is the one that sells his soul. This is going to be an insane story. It's going to be an insane, emotional story. John Cena selling his soul and turning Hollywood, turning into the corporation. John Cena is a heel, and I just cannot wait for this feud. This is going to cook. Triple H is going to cook. The Rock is involved. I can't wait. Amazing. Also, I give the Elimination Chamber a solid 8 point, maybe 8.5. I think 8.5 is a little high, but yeah, around 8, maybe 8.5 I would say, but around that, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, that is a very fair rating, and now that you explain the Travis Scott thing, I kind of understand why he's there now. Like, that was the one part that kind of confused me the most during that entire segment. But I see clearly now it just fits so well. And honestly, my mom called the F-bomb coming. I jokingly called the John Cena heel turn. And like this heel turn is going to make the road to WrestleMania absolutely insane. Like, if you would have told me like a year ago that this was going to happen, I would have laughed in your face. But then I would have been like, interesting idea. I don't think they do it because John Cena is one of those people who never turned heel because he was so popular with the kids.
Yeah.
So maybe they're doing this as kind of like a passing of the torch for like the top spot in the company. Like maybe Cody's going to start doing like hundreds of Make-A-Wish, and he'll be one of those guys that they can depend on for the next 10, maybe 15 years. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna check Cody Rhodes' age.
I
Still has a whole decade to go. Wrestlers, like, they wrestle until their 50s now.
Oh, yeah. Some of them wrestle until their 70s.
I mean, look at Cody Rhodes' brother.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think Cody's gonna go for a while.
Well, yeah. That.
I wanted to say one more thing.
All right.
About the entire Travis Scott thing. I also would say that it's good to kind of having like a guy like that, because you're gonna have, like, instead of Cody Rhodes attacking like John Cena or like The Rock, you could have Travis Scott in the middle of that, and Cody Rhodes could just like do something insane to Travis Scott, and it could still be hurting them. So you could kind of be like that middleman. You know what I mean? Maybe they're gonna add more members to that corporation. So it's just getting started, but I think Travis Scott, also with Travis Scott's opinion, just mainstream attention as well. So I thought it was a smart thing to do. And I heard also rumblings that he's also training. So he's actually legitimately, like, I believe, doing this.
Logan Paul versus Travis Scott.
I was telling somebody else that. Oh, imagine telling somebody else, and somebody in 2020, right? Cody Rhodes was in AEW. Imagine telling somebody in 2025, breaking half, the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes versus a heel John Cena in the main event. Imagine telling somebody that.
Yeah, people would have called you crazy for that.
Crazy.
But yeah, that segment, 10 out of 10. The show, yeah, I would say like a solid 8.
Yeah.
Alright, then, since we covered the entire show, is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
That's pretty much it. I mean, we went over this review. The Naked Kid was great. Looking forward to seeing Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
And see what they're cooking with. And, yeah, looking forward to the World of WrestleMania. I think the hype now is definitely there, for sure.
Yeah, if people were hesitant before, they're going to be all buckled in now.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you for joining me today.
Of course, as always.
We might have to do this for WrestleMania.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. Why not?
All right, and thank you all for watching this. Please like, share, subscribe, comment any other video ideas you have for the future, and I will catch you in the next video.